Well, I have been hiding something from all of you. That's right. There are a bunch of games on the original Xbox that I never played whenever they were first released. But today, we're going to go ahead and fix that. And I'm going to play these 5 games and check them out and give you all my initial impressions of these games that I never played when they came out and never played since. I'm pretty excited about what's on the list today. There are some good ones and a couple you might not really believe. But this is going to be my first time playing them. I've seen gameplay of them. I've just never played them myself. So let's dive in and take a look. And first up on the list is Conquer Live and Reloaded. Now, I loved Bad Fur Day, so I'm hoping this one is awesome. Let's dive in. So first up here with Conquer Live and Reloaded. I will say the game looks really nice as far as gameplay goes. Honestly, the gameplay looks better in my opinion than the actual cutscenes that are in the game. But one thing I didn't realize about this game, and I guess I should have picked it up from the name, is that this game was much more geared towards Xbox Live multiplayer. Imagine that with Live being in the title. But overall, I mean, at least they had like a bot and local co-op section. That way I could actually, play the game. But the controls, in my opinion, I don't know, they were a little bit clunky. And it took a while to get used to the camera controls. I mean, I thought about just going in and inverting it, but I just kind of wanted to get in and play the game. And the gameplay just felt slow to me. It didn't feel like a paced like multiplayer game or anything like that. It just felt slow, and it was hard to think about what the objectives were, anything like that. Like, I could see enemies, but I didn't know how to get through this barbed wire fence that was on the beach. And it wasn't until it just kind of exploded that I was like, oh, okay, sweet, I can go do stuff now. And then suddenly enemies were appearing in the base instead. So it was just a little chaotic and hard to figure out where I was supposed to go and where the enemies were going to be coming up at. But overall, I mean, the gameplay was okay. And I mean, this is my first time playing it, of course, but maybe with back in the day when it was online multiplayer, maybe it was a lot better. Maybe getting in with some friends, doing some local co-op on this, it might be a little bit better. But overall, this game just did not capture me, especially not like Conker's Bad Fur Day. That game was amazing. And this one, I didn't really connect with it at all. I mean, it's pretty, but that's honestly about it. Now, next up is one that I can't believe that I missed because I played, I think, every other game in the franchise, but that's Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Let's dive in and check it out. Next up here is Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, and honestly, this game is awesome. Graphically, it does not hold up very well. It's a little funky looking, in my opinion, but this was cool because it was like a free-range RPG-esque Mortal Kombat game, and it was really fun, honestly. I mean, it got a little button mashy at times. Like, some of the different enemies and stuff seemed pretty overpowered, and all you can do is just kind of keep hitting them. But it was really cool how you could go around and unlock new moves and unlock new fatalities. And it wasn't just like general combat, like going through the tower and other Mortal Kombat games. It was something that was wide and open and free roam, and like, oh man, it was just a lot of fun. I found myself actually playing this game a lot longer than I originally intended to because I was just having fun playing it. Now, there were a couple other Mortal Kombat games that kind of had this vibe to it as far as where it was just open and just out there. I want to say Deadly Alliance was one of them, which I remember being a really fun game. But this was it was awesome. Instead of the free roam part being dedicated to one part of the game, it was the entire game was like this. And sure, you'd have like some boss battles and stuff like that, but it was more cool that you could just kind of run around the world of Mortal Kombat and play just this really open game. And I was having a blast. I mean, the stages and stuff like that, they are pretty small, but there's still a lot that you can do in the game, and it's just fun. I mean, being able to target multiple enemies, being able to focus on one, kick one away from you, go back to it, and it was just really neat gameplay to see in a Mortal Kombat game because it was so different than any other Mortal Kombat game that I've played. Even like Mortal Kombat 1, it has kind of the vibe of doing a free roam thing, but nowhere near the extent of this. I would love to see another Mortal Kombat game like this because this was a great concept, and honestly, it was hidden with all kinds of Easter eggs. At the very beginning of the game, you're walking in the level that's the pit from the original Mortal Kombat games, and at one point, Liu Kang is like, "Oh, there's something on the moon," and you look and you see the witch going across, and instantly it took me back to the original Mortal Kombat games, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder if that means I'm going to see Reptile," and sure enough, there was Reptile. So it was cool to see those kind of Easter eggs kind of hidden throughout this game, but I would highly recommend this one. Now, this next one is one that I have heard is an absolutely amazing game, and I never played it. I've played others in the franchise, but I haven't played this one, and I'm really excited. It's Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. Next up here is Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. This is one that I had never played before, and I never even really knew about it until they did a remastered one on the Switch, and I decided to check it out on Xbox. And I gotta say, even by today's standards, in-game and cutscenes, this game is gorgeous. This game looks so good. The cutscenes are great, and the actual look and feel of the gameplay is also super fun, but it was really cool how they kind of set up a story that just kind of throws you into it. So in this whole opening cutscene, you see all the different little Oddworld inhabitants and stuff like that, like all their graves. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like these people are looking down at this bug-looking creature, and then a gunshot goes off, and it just starts chasing this character through it. You have no idea what this character is or what's happening. You just know he's being chased by some dude with a shotgun. And then from there, it just throws you right into the game, right after you have captured this first guy, or it wants you to capture this, and it shows you how to do it, continuing with the story. And that's where you're kind of going in and learning how to be this bounty hunter. I believe you're playing as the character Stranger, and you are going through collecting all this stuff. I will say the original camera angles they set up in this game were just complete wackadoo. I could not make heads or tails of what was going on. It took me several minutes to figure out what to do because this game operates in two different camera modes. It operates in first person, and it also operates in third person, and they give you separate camera controls for both of those. So I had to play around with that for a little while. But once I got the camera set, the game actually felt playable to me because now I could mentally comprehend what was going on. But overall, I mean, the initial gameplay and as they're teaching you, it's really cool because the only way you can get through the level is by using the skills that they're trying to teach you. And it was a really neat way to teach me as the player how to play the game. And I mean, the levels, they look really cool. The audio and sound bites are a lot of fun because I mean, he's just trash talking the entire time, and so are all the bad guys. They're just sitting there yelling at you, they're cussing at you and stuff. And it was cool to see that in a game from this era because that was not a common thing that you would see. And I didn't get very far into the game, but some of the weapons and stuff that you're getting are really cool, and they really teach you how to use them, which I really appreciate in the game. That way they don't just kind of throw you to the wolves. You're actually getting to figure out what to do in the game. I will say the controls were definitely not intuitive in the beginning. It took a while to figure it out just because you have to keep like switching between camera modes and stuff like that. But overall, I mean, this is a pretty cool game. I'm definitely interested in playing it more. Now, up next is one that I just didn't play whenever it came out on the Xbox. And I mean, I've seen tons of gameplay of it, of course, but I've never played it on the Xbox myself. And that is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. So, yeah, I mean, if it's anything like 2X, which was awesome and gave you even more than Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 on all the other systems, then I'm hoping this one will be the same. So let's check it out. And up next here with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, this was actually like during the time where I was starting to get into other games, and I never really picked this one up. I've seen tons of gameplay of it and things like that, so it definitely looked interesting, it looked intriguing, but honestly, the whole like new concept of how to do career mode was really cool in this game. How it's just kind of an open world for each level, and you go around and you have to go find your objectives and then complete them. I thought that that was really neat, actually. It was a very cool concept and change from the norm with other Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games. Now, this did become kind of the norm moving forward with other games, and I mean, it's okay in the other games. This one, it felt different to me. It was newer, and like this is the first time I had seen it done. I'm pretty sure it's the first time they did it in the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater franchise, and it was just cool. I really enjoyed it. Graphically, I mean, it looks really good compared to the previous Tony Hawk games before this one. I mean, it doesn't really hold up nowadays, especially when you look at the HD remasters of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, and then the upcoming for 3 and 4. I'll be very curious to see what 4 looks like in that one. I'll definitely be picking those up, but it was good for the time. It looks like a definite upgrade compared to the other games of the time. But this one, I don't know. This one in particular, being on Xbox, it gave me the vibes of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X, which was only on Xbox. It included some extra stuff in there. I mean, I don't know if this one ended up including extra stuff like that one did, because I have not played through this entire game. But it was really cool. There was a lot of really neat features and different tricks and different things that you could do in this. The missions were totally varied. Instead of just a classic, oh, find skate and find the money stashes, find the hidden tape. Instead of the typical things like that, there was a lot more that you could do in the game. And I thought that that was very refreshing. That was really cool to be able to do that. And like here, yeah, it's the same kind of concept as skate, but you're doing combo, but then they also have skate. And it's a different way of doing it, and I appreciate the change. It's really cool, and it's cool to see the other characters being people that give you missions within the games. So yeah, I mean, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, I liked it. I don't know that I will go back to this original version, but when the HD remasters come out, I am absolutely going to be picking those up. Now, before we get into the final game that I've actually seen very little gameplay of, I've heard about it. I mean, everyone who has ever owned an Xbox has heard of this game, but I have never played it, and I've always heard it's awesome, and it's even got a remake that's about to come out, or just came out, or is coming out. I don't know, but quick recap of the other ones. We had Conquer Live and Reloaded. We had Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. We had Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, and then now the final one. I've never played this game before, and I haven't even really seen a lot of stuff about it, but I've heard it's amazing, and that is Fable. And last up on the list here, we have Fable. And I had seen gameplay of this when the game originally came out, and it looked really cool, but I was into other stuff at the time, and I didn't get into this game. And going back to it, the story seems kind of cool, but man, this game is rough. Graphically, it looks horrible. I don't know what is going on with the character models in this game, but to me, it looks like ass. Like, it's so bad. The levels look actually really cool. I like the style of the architecture, things like that. All these characters, the NPCs, everything, they look terrible in my opinion, though. I mean, I know at the time this was probably really, really cool to see, but I would have rather played an Elder Scrolls game like Morrowind or something at this time. And I was not feeling this. I mean, if the new Fable ever actually friggin' comes out, then yes, I'm going to play it. I've seen the gameplay renders and stuff of that. That looks gorgeous. That looks amazing. But this, I don't know, the characters are very off-putting to me. It's very, like, not Uncanny Valley, because they definitely look fake, but it's just off-putting to me. I can't really put my finger on why. It just is. But overall, the story and the concept of the game is really cool. So I am excited to check out Fable when it re-releases. I think at one point they had done a actual like remaster of this or something like that, or like the anniversary edition or something, where they cleaned up a lot of the graphics and gameplay. So that might be something I could check out as well if the new Fable or the remake of Fable gets delayed yet again. I think it's set to 2026 now. But I mean, it feels like your typical RPG. It's got a lot of the good and bad combat systems. I don't know if this was one of the first ones to do that on the Xbox. I know that works really well in Knights of the Old Republic, the Star Wars games. But yeah, I mean, this game just felt okay, in my opinion. I'm sure I'm going to get hate in the comments for that. But yeah, I mean, it didn't really grab me, honestly. The characters really put me off in the beginning, and then it was hard to really get past that as I was playing the game, and I wasn't feeling it. Maybe I got to give it more time. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I mean, it seems all right. It was good enough to spawn a couple of sequels and some sort of anniversary edition and getting a remake. So obviously people like this game. I wasn't vibing with it. And there you have it, everyone. Those are 5 games that I had never played on the original Xbox whenever they came out. I missed them. I was playing other games at the time, never got around to playing these, but I am very excited that I have now had a chance to play these, and I definitely want to play them more than just being able to capture footage and give some thoughts on them like in this video. So yes, I am very excited to continue playing these games. And if you have played any of these games or you've missed them as well, let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, then check out this area for another video that I recently did. And as always, I'm Game Dad. I thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later.